In this photo, I am not trying to show you a pothole in India. I am trying to show you that how roads are melting in Europe, how railway tracks are getting dismantled, how tram tracks are not working, and we are seeing absolute melting of roads and also extreme temperatures presently in Europe. But the bigger question right in front of us is the fact, if European roads are not able to handle the given heat, then how come the roads and highways in India are surviving in the heat of more than 50 degrees Celsius? Hello everyone, welcome to Vajram and Ravi's Flash News. My name is Shubhangi Singh, and in today's session we are going to understand the science behind that why European roads are melting, but Indian highways are surviving even hotter, higher temperatures as of now. So when we are looking at this question, the first question that might be coming into mind, that what exactly happened in Europe that we are seeing such high temperatures, why this heat wave is present. For this, you can go and watch a detailed video in Flash News where I have explained that what are the phenomena responsible for the extreme heat wave that is being seen in Europe. So you will understand the reason behind it. Okay. Now moving to the question with which we started our discussion. So we have seen the images, what is unfolding in Europe. Now let us try to understand that what exactly is going on. So as of now, Europe is witnessing a record-breaking summer temperature, and several countries which have previously not many times seen this temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, the temperatures have crossed 40 degrees Celsius. So what we are seeing because of this temperature is that road has either softened or it has melted, the tracks they have been warped or dismantled, and transport services across Europe they have been disrupted. But if you think about transportation in India as of now, it is intact. You are not hearing about that how road is being melted. Probably bridges are collapsing, but roads not melting. So what exactly is the reason behind it? So here we have to understand one simple thing, that whenever we are talking about infrastructure, it is made keeping the climate in mind. Correct? And given the climate of Europe, Europe has always been known for a moderate climate, defining the population that exists in the smaller continent. Now we have to understand here that because moderate type of climate exists, the exact technical term is temperate climate in Europe. Now based on that, Europe's roads have been made, and the biggest factor that has been played out here is by bitumen. So Europe's road have been made by bitumen, which is the main ingredient here. So what exactly is bitumen? So when we are talking about bitumen, it is a binding material which holds the asphalt together, which is important in road making. Now the problem with bitumen is that it softens at high temperature and hardens in cold weather. Europe, which is known for a moderate temperate climate, sees very harsh winters, especially as compared to India, and that is why they use a different grade of bitumen based on climatic conditions. What we use in India is a variation of it, where we have VG30, VG40, Polymer Modified Bitumen, and Crumb Rubber Modified Bitumen as well. These are the variations which are stable even when road temperatures will exceed 60 degrees Celsius. So if Europe was using these variations, then the temperature would not have affected these roads. And that is why we are seeing the European roads melting out and the Indian ones staying intact. Now this must have given you an overview answer to the question that we started with. Let us look into a detailed answer here. So when we are looking at the Indian roads, they are designed for prolonged extreme heat, and they consider heavy traffic which is to be present, and that is why they are using the harder variation of bitumen. But when we are talking about Europe, their priority is different. They are designed for freezing winters, and they want to focus and prioritize on frost resistance. And when these priorities are different, India goes for harder variation of bitumen, Europe goes for softer penetration grade bitumen. Another bigger factor that you have to consider, Europe, multiple places old asphalt roads are present. In India, multiple expressways and highways, we have already moved to many concrete expressways as well. When we are talking about concrete expressways, this is where the possibility and the usage of bitumen also dials down drastically. Now the question here is, if Europe is facing the extreme temperature, they should switch the variation of bitumen to harder variations. Should they do that? You have to consider that this summer they are seeing extreme temperatures, but at the same time, if they move to harder versions, in winters they would be facing another set of problems, because hard variation of bitumen becomes brittle during freezing winters. It separates out and this increases the cracks in the roads, which is already a huge possibility when we are talking about freezing temperatures, because the freezing and thawing cycles continue, and infrastructure in Europe as of now has been optimized for local climatic condition, in which freezing winters span out for a bigger span in the year. Now, I hope you have a fair clarity that why exactly Europe is using a different variation of bitumen and how it affects their roads and how it is being played out in form of melting and softening of roads currently. Now, this is where I'll be leaving you with the prelims practice question, but this question is based on how heat wave is happening in Europe. So, for that you can go and watch the other video in Flash News where I've covered Omega block in detail. This is the question for you. Let me know the answer to this in the comment section. That was all from my side. Thank you so much.